Margaret Ann Windsor, and kidnapped in 41, born in 39, brought to Moulton, Alabama by JFK and Company. His father had been made ambassador to England by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a Jew, the president, a Jew. And for the specific reason he sent, I hope I've got this right because they've had fumes in here. I just put up a video. And they mean for me to leave alive or dead. It doesn't matter to them. I know I've been through a lot and a lot of fumes and having to move, but that's what they're doing. And I just paid them rent for a week yesterday, spent last night. This is what they've done. I've managed to stay here. And it hasn't been easy since July the 19th of last year. All these people involved in this and listening to it, and here in Roanoke, Huntsville, Atlanta, D.C., it's preposterous who all knows about it and has participated. So I'm going to stop here because I'm so sick. And this is where I would, if I know when things are that bad. And I would go up to the mountain only. I can't get there anymore, and I don't have a tent anymore. But I couldn't go up there to tent and get away from it. So I'm going to leave it at this because the grilling is bothering me. It does get in. But they've got another way. I went in there. I was so sick I washed my hair. And I got up and I was so sick and I had to wash my hair because it's got the gluey stuff on my hair. That's why I've lost my hair to where I hardly have any. It's so sticky. I usually have to go back and wash it twice, cream rinse it and wash it twice. I'm losing my hair. It's almost gone. Everybody has watched it around here, know exactly what's going on. Anyway, I put that video up this morning, and the grilling is really bothering me in the late afternoon, and on the weekend it would. But I don't see anybody out there this morning. I got up and I went to the door, and it was coming out of the air conditioning heating unit, the smell that's really killing me. Now then, this has gone on and on where they could put the fumes, and I'm not going to try to tell how because I know part of it, but it's not that hard. And somebody I know, I wish they would come back because they're an expert, but they're out of state and look at it. But I mean, this has been pre-done, what's going on with me for a long, long time before I ever came here. I remember they didn't take me. I went in, this would have been about 1981, 82 maybe, no, 81. I've told this before. I went into telecommunications, I think was the name of it. They're into cable and all that now, television communication. But it's top secret. It was at Huntsville, Alabama, the Space Center. And I went in the first part to put in the application, and they had to have been told to do this. You have to have top clearance to get in there. She told me they even had cameras in the bathrooms. And she took me in the spot and put me there and let me fill out my application and to work there. So I went out and I went around. I don't know why I did. I thought I was going to turn around, I guess, and I saw the fence, big fence there, and it was open, had all these signs, top security, you can't go in. And it's supposed to be closed. So I went in, turned the car around to come back out, and it looked like a shipping deck there, where you ship things and receive, and it was open. Well, I parked the car, and I didn't go back in the fenced area, but it was right there coming out. It was on the left. I went in, and it's these old movies. I'm old, all right. This is back in 81, so it's got like these old where you'd put up and show a movie at home. This old screen, long screen. They had a number of them, but they had that one right up where I was coming through that entrance. I don't think you're supposed to come through it, but they had it open for me to come through. I know that. And they had a lot of people in there at typewriters and stuff. And they looked at me, a couple right there in front watched me. And I was looking, their thing, if they didn't know I was supposed to be in there and left the door open, the fence open and all that they'd tell me the hell to get out and bring a guard in there, security guard. Instead, they let me look at it, and for whatever this has got to do with all this, it has something to do with it. They brought up houses, and at the bottom that were being built, it was the plumbing and stuff underneath the house. That was what I remember the most that stuck in my mind. And they had the state it was in, city, and address or something there in the corner on it. And I saw enough of it that I thought, my God, they know what's going into people's homes, where they are before they even built, when they just get started, or maybe before, I don't know. So I don't know what's put into homes or certain homes. Anyway, they have sabotaged the air and heating units, not just mold and mildew that would kill you, but they've had fumes coming out of there, and whatever this is, I've already been sick here, and trying to stay, and I realize I can't now. I would leave now if I had the money to leave, and or a place to go to. That it's going to be better. I'm not going to meet myself coming back like they run me from room to room. I run from motel to motel. HUD, they should be arrested. That's federal there. All this is prosecuted. But they're having fun with me. They really are. So anyway, just a few minutes ago, I was so sick. I went to the door and opened it. And I thought that it was coming in part because last night was so bad from the fumes from the grilling. Nobody's out there grilling. I turned the air heat off, and it was coming out of there. And it's so sick. The day they start handcuffing all these people and hauling their asses off, I wonder years ago what my husband said to me when I was doing the book and all that happened to me. I was almost killed, and then I began to wonder what part he played in it, But he told me, he talked about the, what do they call them, those stockade things they built. And this is supposed to be FEMA, but they were building these back then, and people were wondering why. I don't know. There's so many people, the press and people going back that are dead but still alive, that are so involved in this. And if they can do it to me, why shouldn't somebody lock there and sock it to them? They should be put in prison forever. Instead, they've got people to participate in part just because they could, and they think it's funny to do it to me.